March is packed with events which will have huge effect on the volatility of all the markets. I'm talking crypto, stocks, indexes, commodities, everything. And in this video, we are going to check what are these events, when they happen, what we can expect. And in the second half of this video, we will check about the USDT dominance, the BTC dominance, the prices, and I also have some nice trades lined up, some nice trends that if and when anything breaks out could bring us some nice gains. But until that, let's just recap what is going to happen in March. And yeah, we just need to hold on to our pants because this is going to be a wild ride. So let's start. We are starting with the biggest one. The Mt. Gox repayments will start on the 10th of March, and that is a huge one because we don't know what the recipients will do with their bitcoins. Now let's remember that they have this bitcoin locked out or locked away from them since 2014. They are long-term holders, and now a huge amount of bitcoin will be just paid back to these people. It's 142,000 BTC, which is more than what MicroStrategy has. However, them being pioneers, early adopters, I do think they will be long-term holders, and I don't think that in this market they will sell. I just don't see it. If I would have had Bitcoin since 2014, probably many of the holders or many of the recipients has still Bitcoin or both after that Bitcoin. They just learned how to store it or where to store it. However, back in that time, you didn't have too many options, and I don't think they will sell. However, this could bring us some huge volatilities, which also could be good if you have some cash put aside. Otherwise, I don't think that it can affect the price in a positive way. Same day, the unemployment report is happening. The unemployment rate is usually a lagging indicator of do we have a recession or not? That is the big question. You can see that with gray, we have a recession, and that is when the unemployment rate is rising. That means that more and more people are losing their jobs. Now, this is a lagging indicator because by the time it is announced, the unemployment rate, I don't know, people go in for social help, or companies just give their reports to the state how many people were laid off. We are well into the recession. We are well into the crash. You can see that the unemployment rate rose from January 2008 until July 2009, and the crash happened at the end of 2007. Therefore, it could happen that this lagging indicator, since as you can see the unemployment rate is very low right now, that it will induce a recession, or it will show us that we were in a recession. Please remember that next year in 2024 there are elections, which is not only for the US presidency but also for a lot of senators, and they will need to offer some good deals to the companies, and it is just impossible from my point of view that they will let the Fed crash the economy. That's very important, because if they don't want to crash it, or the senators, politicians don't let them crash the economy, then we will have a nice year, and yeah, the bull run will be restarted if it's not restarted right now already. But before we discuss about that, let's check what is happening on the 14th and 15th of March, which is very important. I expect huge volatility, and that is the CPI and PPI readings. Now, the CPI is the consumer price index, and the PPI is the producer price index. What that means: producer price index means the price of the products which are in a wholesale, okay, between companies. Very often it is not the end product, but the materials for it, for example grain for bread or something like that. And the CPI is the consumer price index. That is the price which is bought by the retail, by the everyday people, and this is the direct measurement to find out if the inflation is going up or down. And that drive us to the next point, what is happening on the 22nd of March, which is the FOMC meeting. The Fed will tell us whether they are going to raise or not the basis rates, which obviously historically is crashing the price or the market all the time. Now, we have a stable 0.25% raise every quarter, which if they keep, then that would mean that the market will probably rally or go up, because right now everybody is just a bit bearish about it. Now what that means, it's people are bearish. The last CPI reading from last month, from February, showed us the decrease of the inflation is slowing down, meaning that the inflation is not decreasing, or it's not tackled. Therefore the Fed might need to ramp up or be a bit more hawkish, meaning that they could increase the rates by 0.5%. In that case, we might happen to see a big volatility, meaning it might crash the market. I'm not only talking, obviously, about Bitcoin, but about the whole crypto market, about the stock market, the commodities, even the real estate market will probably feel it, because the mortgage rates will go up again. Let's go forward. So this March 21st, 22nd is the date you want to look out for. This is the date when everything will just go nuts, and I don't really trade on these dates, because the chances that you will catch a big pump or a big dump is slim. Usually the prices are going up and down, and whatever stop loss you set, it will just take you out. If you're not a professional, then don't trade, because professionals don't trade at this moment. They just wait for the trend. That is the essence. And speaking about trends, let's check what is happening on the crypto market, because we do have some nice indicators to check and to expect this or that. So let's go forward and see what is happening. And let's start with USDT dominance. Now this is important, because obviously the USDT dominance will show us whether we are in a bull or a bear trend. And if the USDT dominance is in a bull trend, that would mean that more people are cashing out, they are selling altcoins, which is a bear for crypto. Now, as you can see, we had this crash, which wasn't a crash, obviously. People bought crypto, therefore they dumped their USDT. We could see that obviously on the price of Bitcoin and other altcoins, but right now we just turned around, and it might happen that this will start to grow, will go upwards. I wouldn't be surprised to see this, because many people might just sell their crypto to wait out. Let's see what the Fed is doing, what the Fed is planning, and what they decide regarding the basis points. If they sell now and the Fed will increase the basis points by 0.5, that will cause a crash. And obviously they will be able to buy back their crypto at a cheaper level. Therefore, yeah, I will tell you my strategy in just a second. But first, let's check the Bitcoin dominance. That is also important, because this is how we check whether the altcoins will go up or not. And Bitcoin dominance is not easy to track, let's just say, because the Bitcoin dominance increasing is only good if also the price is going up. That is very important. If the price is not going up, but the dominance is increasing, that would mean that the Bitcoin is crashing and some of the whales are buying up a Bitcoin, and that means that altcoins will crash even more. If the Bitcoin's dominance is increasing with the price, that obviously means that it is a start of a bullish movement, because at one point when Bitcoin's price will start to stagnate and the dominance will start to go down, then we can expect that the altcoins will start to go up, because people just started to sell some Bitcoin to buy altcoins. So the money is flowing from USDT to Bitcoin and to the altcoins. That is very important to keep in mind. Right now we are at a resistance. This is a cluster, and the lowest was like almost 40%, the highest 48%. I think if we go back to this 48%, and Bitcoin's price will be stable, but this dominance turns around, we can see a very nice altcoin pump. That is my expectation. So let's go forward and check what Bitcoin is doing right now, because as you can see, we had kind of a crash. Okay, I don't think it's a crash. It indeed formed a downtrend on the 1 hour. We can also go for 4 hours, as you can see here. And this was obviously because Silvergate, the bank, the most friendly and the, I don't know, mainly biggest partner, crypto bank, just delayed their annual report, which could mean that they have financial problems, and all the crypto exchanges or crypto partners distance themselves from Silvergate. We don't know what is happening there. If we see another chapter 11, that could mean another dip for Bitcoin and for the whole crypto market. It is in the cards. However, right now we are at support for one, and we are in this trend. In order to go back and, let's say, turn around, and I think we could just move this trend line let me see. Yeah, that trend line, yeah, it's good where it is right now. So in order to go back into the bullish zone, we need to tackle this 24,000 again. So as you can see here, we had huge battle with the 25, and this is also the 50 and 200 weekly moving average. Obviously we couldn't go through 25,000. It's also a very strong psychological support. Therefore, in order to go through, we need to go to do something like this, okay? Obviously, the Wyckoff accumulation is still in the cards. If you don't know what is the Wyckoff accumulation, check this video above my head because I explained to you there one of the options of continuing this bull versus bear market. Okay, check that video if you are interested because it's interesting to see how everything just forming the shape of the big players. Let's go forward. Ethereum back in the triangle. Obviously nothing has changed too much. We touched the 1700s. Now we are back again. As I said many times in my videos, these two big triangles, they have some very optimistic price targets, obviously. And once we can just go out, confirm, and start to climb, and obviously Bitcoin needs to push through 25,000 as well, this will be a hefty profit for many of us. Obviously, if I see on the daily a confirmation and a healthy market with 0.25 basis points, that will be my clue to enter some bigger trades on Ethereum. I will keep you updated, obviously. Let's see some altcoins which I'm watching, and let's see how they behave and what could be a potential entry point. And I say potential because right now it is not easy. It is not easy to tell whether it is a good or bad entry point for some of the coins or any of the altcoins, considering the many moving parts on the Bitcoin, USDT, and the financial market. But we will check them anyway. So I will start with EGLD. You guys know that I like EGLD, and on this channel we check EGLD all the time. And by the way, they just launched the xPortall. If you don't have an xPortall, the wallet and the key to the multiverse on the Multiverse X ecosystem, then check the video above my head, check the link in the description, download it and play with it because it's beautiful. It's well done to the team. Okay, let's see what is happening. So EGLD crashed as everything else, obviously. What concerns me a lot, and I don't know if it's visible, yes it is this triangle. This is again a big triangle. We just came out of this triangle, we confirmed, and now we are sideways. Now obviously everything is sideways, but this triangle, however, shows a price target of $34. Now I want to be clear, if it crashes to $34, I will buy a lot of it because I do have some money put aside for EGLD, some other altcoins, and for Bitcoin. I'm just waiting for the events said in the beginning of the video. But EGLD right now is sitting at support. As you can see, this is a strong support. It's we are on the 4-hour charts, and if revisits this support couple of times and maybe the Fed will not be too hawkish or anything, then I do expect EGLD to start to climb again. What we need to go through is the 50, 51, $55 because it seems to be a hard to tackle or a hard to break through resistance. However, I am confident that if the market recovers, and this indeed was the bottom as 16,000 or 15,500 for Bitcoin, then yeah, it will be all good and we will start to pump. Next on Solana, I think the only thing which keeps Solana alive is the community. However, Solana is just writing some nice charts, some interesting trend lines, and for Solana we are almost there to trade it. We are almost at trading point. As you can see, this is a very nice trend line and it is almost there. Therefore, yeah, it all depends on Bitcoin and the Fed, so on, which I said before. But if it goes out and confirms this line and starts to climb, if the market is healthy, then I think this is a very nice entry point. What I would do here is just let me use this long position. So what I would do here is, for example, if this is the entry price, then I would put the stop loss here or here. Here is a bit safer, and the first TP is here, which as you can see is 11% to 2%, so it's like a 5 to 1. and the next one probably here. Also, this one is okay, let's say 14%. At 14% and that level, I would already take out 75% of my profits. And in the meantime, if the price just went through this part and it's somewhere here already, then I would move my stop loss below this level somewhere here, and that is guaranteed profit. So we will see how it will go, but this is just a watcher. We only watch this for now because the price is not out of the trend line, which means that it could go down without any support and it would just liquidate everyone in a couple of seconds. Let's go forward. AVAX also shows a very nice downtrend, and we can put a trend line here. Maybe it's even better than Solana, and as you can see, it is closer to the breakout as Solana. Again, depending on the market, on Bitcoin's price, so on, so on. So I will not repeat it at every coin, but if AVAX breaks out and confirms, obviously, and starts to climb, then this could be a nice risk-reward ratio. I would do something like this. So first profit, maybe next one, and stop loss here. So if we just go to this one, as you can see, this is a 11 to 4, which is 3 to 1, 2 to 1. Not the best, but in these markets, 3 to 1 is still pretty nice. So yeah, be careful with that and always use stop loss. If you want to be a bit safer and want to make sure that you don't sacrifice that much money. However, fair chance that it will just stop you out. This is another stop loss zone. Okay, let's go forward. Matic. With Matic, I won some money, I lost some money. It's a love and hate relationship. However, I was also stupid. And once I was stopped out by this candle, I don't know if you can see it, by this one, which is just impossible to account for that. So yeah, that is the risk part. But if Matic approaches this trend line, and it doesn't mean that it will approach it in here, maybe it will be somewhere here. Again, look out for confirmation. When it breaks out, it will also come back. I'm not guaranteeing that it will come back to the line, but if you see like a green candle on the 1 hour, 4 hour, maybe daily might be a bit too late already, then that is the entry point. And obviously, if this happens before breaches the previous low, then the stop loss should be somewhere here, okay? And you can give him a bit more space, maybe below this candlestick, just to be on the safe side. So I hope that this makes sense to you. That this was a lost trade. Lost meaning that I didn't trade it. It was just so stupid of me, but I was at a party and I didn't pay attention. Obviously, when we are at a party, then we don't trade because, you know, some drinking and stuff, and the judgment is not top notch. So let's see what happens. So I recognized this triangle that was somewhere here. I think I saw this candle and I was waiting for the breakout and I was waiting for the confirmation. Now this could have disqualified it, the confirmation, but after this green candle, if you go to 1 hour, as you can see, it is very much visible that we had a confirmation of a downtrend, okay, of a pivot. Therefore, I sent a picture to my wife that, hey, what do you think about this? Because it seems like a triangle. I will check on a daily, and you can see these pictures here. And yeah, we had the agreement that yes, this does look like a triangle on the 4-hour chart, or 1 hour, on 1 hour even more. However, this was the start of the party. I mean, time-wise, therefore, I just missed this trade. But we can see that the prediction of the price, however, not 100% accurate, it was somewhere there. Anyways, usually when I set my price target for this kind of formation, I always take a bit off, like 20% of the price target, because usually they don't hit the exact price target. Lessons learned. It was interesting to see. Right now we are waiting. Let's see what is happening, because the market is hot. Everyone is expecting, everything is sideways, and we don't see a clear trend. So as I said in the beginning of the video, please be careful what you do. Be careful how much you buy. For me, my strategy is the following. I think I will buy some before the major event of Mt. Gox, because I want to see if there will be a selling pressure or not. And if there will be no selling pressure, that might mean that we are going up. And then I will buy just a bit before the CPI reading, because if we know what is the CPI reading, then we will know what the Fed will do. So it might happen that I will miss out on some pump, and it might happen that I will take some loss, some unrealized loss, meaning that I will buy some and then the price will dump. However, I am willing to risk this because these buys are for the longer term and I'm buying bigger coins. Top 10, top 50. That is what I'm buying. And yeah, if everything just crashes, that will be the time to buy some smaller ones, because the gain on the smaller ones when everything turns around is obviously much higher. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you like the content, and see you in the next video. Take care.